I think I could befriend the goose, but like a squirrel, much harder. The littler something is, the scarier they are. Well, yeah, so that was what I created.
Okay, are you guys ready for the brief?
Kind of, yeah.
Let's go for it. I'm Anna and I'm a front-end software engineer working on Canva Code.
Hi, I'm Nicole and I am a senior solutions consultant here at Canva.
And I'm Jess. I am a product designer also working on Canva Code.
Hey, let's break the ice. Your challenge is to create a fun, interesting icebreaker game using Canva Code to help a group warm up, laugh and connect in under 5 minutes. Ensure it's light, low pressure and truly interactive.
What's your first reaction?
Nervous.
We can have a bit of fun with it. There's nothing worse than an icebreaker where it's like awkward silences.
Have you had any of those?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys ready to get started?
Well, we'll leave, right?
We're going.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm taking this.
Oh, what? Okay.
I have decided to go with building a topic of the day. I want the questions to be quite wacky. I'm just asking Canva Code here to build a multiplayer topic of the day game. I'm just going to hit enter now, and I'm just going to see what it produces because I actually have no idea.
So I guess I'll start with typing in a prompt, create an interactive tournament bracket as an icebreaker activity, and I want to at least have 8 options and allow people to vote on, let's just start with preferred foods. It's a bit basic, but just as a starting point.
Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is browse the template. I'm looking for like designs with a lot of interactive components. Ooh, spin the wheel, like that's going to be a good one. You can add your team names there, like you can ask questions based on the person that it lands on. Like this is really good to iterate on.
It has now generated something. It's always better to be more specific if you have something in mind. So I guess I'll now start with trying to get it to look more, or at least to match the flow that I want it to have.
I do think I need to reprompt maybe on the color side, but I want to get the functionality right first before I kind of finesse the design. I didn't put the questions I wanted to begin with because I didn't know, but I thought I'd get the game started so that whilst it's coding the game structure, I can then think of the questions. I'm leaning on Canva AI to help me with this, and it's given me some pretty funny ones. Like, would you rather only be able to whisper or shout? So I think this is going to be pretty divisive.
Nice. I'm going to give that a little spin. It's working amazingly. I'm actually going to tap on an aspect of the design that I want to iterate upon. If I actually tap on this box here, what I might say is, when I spin the wheel, I want a question to break the ice to pop up. That English isn't very good, but the great thing about LLMs is they understand my intent. I think that's something with all vibe coding is you're still the art director behind what you're designing. You still need to think a little bit. If you get stuck, ask Canva AI for help. But I still think it's important that you're in the driver's seat. That way the AI knows where you want to go, your intention. It can't read your mind.
Yay, okay, so it has created something where I can insert my name. Nice, and the images appear now, so I can see pizza and burger. Okay, cool. I can see that there are now live votes, so I can actually see what is going on.
Why did you think of food originally?
Oh, it's because food is basic. I feel like everyone has like opinions on food. Okay, don't judge me on my options, I just chose some random ones. And they're pretty basic, so I think I would like to switch up the topic for this tournament. I think I'll just keep working on this, and hopefully by the time we're back, I have made a masterpiece.
Let's just start the game. Yay! It's a little bit better. And it times you out, which is great.
I'm on Canva templates page and I'm looking for a style that I like that I can then feed into Canva AI, which will then be able to change the style of the icebreaker. And I'm going to just screenshot that and I'm going to drag that into Canva AI and ask it, can you make it the style of this attachment? But while that's loading, what I've also done is I've made it so when you spin it, it should hopefully come up with a icebreaker question. Oh wow, That's what it's really good at. It was really good at taking my reference image and then changing the style of my design, referencing that image, but maintaining all of that interactivity. So you can see the button style has completely changed, but the interactivity still works exactly the way I'd expect it to.
How are you going to spend the last 5 minutes?
Hopefully be able to make a decision on which color palette I want to use. Usually I just go on Google and I find like some random image that comes with like the palettes on the bottom, but Canva literally has color palettes that you can search. I will choose the sunset sightings. So my final adjustment is to change the options. Originally it's all about food, and I'm thinking about changing it to like a would you rather endure kind of theme.
Okay, how do you think you went?
Would like a bit more polished time, but I'm keen to try it out with the others.
I feel like it's feeling pretty good. I don't think you need to overthink icebreakers. That's the fun part. I think if you're being too serious about your design work, then you're missing the point. Okay. Oh my God, this is so cute.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the pink.
How are you feeling about it?
I think I've nailed it.
I love the hover state of the buttons.
Yeah.
Like imagine if we had to build that.
I don't think I could physically, so.
I mean, you just did.
Well, I did, but I feel like I
did.
cheated. I used like code. I'm happy. I'm ready.
Let's go. Right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you guys have created.
Maybe Nicole, would you like to put in your name?
Sure. Not my password though.
Oh, this looks so cute.
Yep.
So now you just vote on which one. Which one would you rather? Every meeting could have been an email, or every email becomes a meeting.
I like how you did the open voting, closed voting. You've given it like quite a lot of controls.
Yeah, I love the cards and the little hover shadow around it.
I think we kind of went down a similar route, but in my case, there's no one controlling it and it's actually timed because I want people to make a quick decision. There's no chit chat, so 10 seconds for each round. Maybe we'll just all play together. Yeah.
We'll just scream it out. Yeah.
Okay, great. Be chased by a goose once a week or by a squirrel every day.
Surely squirrel.
I would say
A
goose.
squirrel every day.
Yeah, but isn't like a goose really scary?
I think I could befriend the goose, but like a squirrel, much harder. The littler something is, the scarier they are. Well, yeah. So that was what I created.
That was fun. That was
Fun.
Yeah, I hope so.
Also, I like the scrolling animation.
Thanks. Yeah.
So mine was a little bit more calm. I feel like you two leaned on the side of chaos.
Yeah.
I started with a template, but it's actually a presentation.
I
So you can
love.
do your presentation, you can talk a little bit about your team, you can intro your team before you go into the icebreaker. That way you're not just thrown into it and have to have conversations about squirrels. And then you can spin the wheel, then it lands on someone, but you all have to go through and answer the question together.
That's so wholesome.
That's it. How do you guys find the challenge? What would you do with the more time?
Play more. Play and choose different fonts.
I would probably get even more decisive on my questions.
Very designer of you.
Yeah, more polish, and probably at the beginning as well, I realized that I could probably improve on the prompt from the get-go.
That was actually fun.
That was actually really fun. Yeah, I am going to go take this back to the team. I think there
Are
is
you
a
going to
team.
use it for real?
Yeah, I think it'll cause utter chaos and divide in the team, and I cannot wait to do that.